All right, we are going to get to it today. We're going to do some cutting. We're going to do some bush hogging with this bad boy. Hello everybody. It is after Christmas. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, a Merry Christmas, and I pray you have a good and safe Happy New Year. It's been a while since we've made a video. It's been quite the struggle. Not going to go into all the details right now about why, but we just didn't. But we're back with you today, and we've got Grayson on his moped that that my dad Pop gave him. A lot of people gave us a lot of slack on what we got him last year for Christmas, which was an electric dirt bike. And so everybody, said, why don't you get that boy a real bike? Well, I wasn't gonna do that on his first one, and the electric was fine. It worked. It got him to a point where he could ride that. So that's what we did. Anyway, he's got a gas powered now, so how do you like that? Anyway, today we are working in the yard and trying to recover some of our property back. And what I mean by that, well, let me show you the rig that we're using here first. The billy goat. This is a walk behind bush hog, if you will. And so what it does is it allows you to, there's no way we could get a tractor in here and bush hog what we need to have bush hog. I think this thing will be perfect. We talked about renting one, but a friend of mine, Will Hahn, who lives nearby, offered us his to use, which was perfect. And I did a little trial run. Now, don't mind the trash because we're burning some trash, boxes and so forth, from Christmas, but I did the garden. Okay, so the garden was, most of it was over 6-7 feet tall with just all this stuff. And so anyway, you can see how we were able to knock that down. So I did a little trial run, of course, before I put it on camera. And anyway, sorry about the noise. Grayson riding that moped around. But anyway, I wanted to do a little trial run on that. But let me show you what we're working with over here that we're going to try to recover. Okay, so you see all this, you can see where our house is, and right through here is basically where we cut our yard. But if you see over there where that boat is, that's where our property is. It's, if I had to guess, 30 or 40 feet into there. That used to be all yard, but it's just got grown up over time. It's pushed over, as you can see. Give you a little perspective that way. We come all the way over here. And you can see my neighbor's fence right there, where that comes across, and then you can see right there is where it stops. And I'm pretty much on the property line now, so you can see all of that needs to be cut. So anyway, that's one of the goals for today. I'm not real sure how it's going to go. that billy goat brush hog is basically set up like a tiller, so I can turn the bush hog by pulling the lever, and then I can put it in reverse, so the wheels, it goes automatically. So that's what, look at all that poison. Should be fun. Anyway, that tree right there that you see, that tree was not there when we built the house. So I'd like to get that cut. I don't have a good chainsaw. I've got one, but can't get it to start. And I can work on small engines and stuff, but that thing, I don't know. I think it's a Poland Pro, and most everybody has told me that's why it won't run. But needless to say, anyway, let's get you guys set up, and we're gonna start tearing some stuff up, hopefully, and hopefully we don't tear the billy goat up. So anyway, I just wanted to mention our friend Will Hahn. If you watch Justin Rhodes and follow his channel, he got pigs from Justin, and I saw him. That's where I first saw him, and didn't realize he lived 8 miles up the road from me. Anyway, I'll tell you about that later. Hey, Kylie, bring me the gas jug. right, so you can kind of see, I mean, you can see why we're doing this. Just in this little bit of time, look how much we recovered. You can see we've done all that. There's some gnarly looking briars in there. That's kind of where I'm probably gonna have to get in and really do some hand trimming as well. And I'm not gonna be able to get all of it. It's still running because I can't cut it off without putting gas on. I think there's some old gas in it. You can see. It's gonna be nice. Alright, so you can see what kind of job it does. I mean, it gets all that stuff. I mean, it's not breaking down everything, but for the most part, it's doing a pretty good job. There's a couple tractor implements here. Kind of had to be careful around that stuff. And I guess they're on his property, so, but their property line runs right down. You see that tree? You can kind of see the fence back there, how it runs along the property line. So my goal is to get all that knocked out. I might have to get in here with the machete. Kind of get it all broke down, but anyway, that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to get back to work, and I'll show you guys kind of where we're at here in a couple hours. I know most of y'all are probably thinking the same thing I was feeling. Machete is dull. This is an old machete from when I used to work out in the field. Not mine. I don't know where mine is, but I'm sure the kids have had it, lost it, made it dull. But anyway, we've got some of that knocked down. Now you can see why I need a chainsaw. Anyway, let's see if we can get the rest of this knocked down real quick. Well, I thought maybe I hit record on that, so I'm not sure if you got any of that footage, but that's fine. Here's a transformation for this area. You can see where Paisley is now. That's where the yard was. So I had to get the machete, if it's not in there, I had to get the machete and clean up some of that stuff. But I mean, you can see right through there is a yard, and then everything this way has been cleared. So there's a big debris pile here. Now this, let me back up a little bit. So when we built the house, basically where this tree is, all the way around, kind of on the back side of this right here, was a big brush pile from just stuff around the house. And we were trying to burn it because it was far enough away from the house. It wasn't huge. I'm just gonna walk around here so you can see what I've gotten done so far. But anyway, you can kind of see there's dirt there. There's old. We were supposed to burn it, but my neighbors over here on this side didn't like it because they had a boat over here, and they thought the flames were gonna get into the canvas of the boat, which I get. But we stood out here with water hoses and everything to try to burn it, but he just wasn't having it. So whatever, he wins. But anyway, we've got some more to do. There's some trash in here that's blown from the road and so forth. It's probably been here. Half of my kids probably didn't even know that our property went over this far. So hopefully we can start utilizing it again. We got to pick up all these sticks because we're not going to be able to cut the grass here. I need to get a tractor in here. It's not real flat, especially over here where this brush pile is. It'd be nice to get a tractor, get that cleaned up, flattened out so we can cut the grass. So all of this, I think, is wild cherry that's just grown up, and I think it's all dead. I need to cut it down. I don't think it would hit the house. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't, but I don't have the equipment or know-how. I'm not skilled with the chainsaw to the extent of cutting stuff down like that. That's a little more than what I'm capable of doing. Not that I couldn't. I just don't have that much experience with chainsaw. So anyway, what I was going to say, just to brief you a little bit on our friend that let us use this bush hog thing. He is riding that thing like crazy. So this is the first whole day we've had it, and we've put 2 tanks of gas in it already. But anyway, what I was going to say about her friend Will, and if you know Justin Rhodes, it's a really cool little story about how I met Will. Will lives right down the road from us, and I saw him on the Justin Rhodes show, and he said that when Justin asked him where he lived, and he said the Northern Neck, and that's where we live. I said, did he say the Northern Neck? So I rewound it real quick, and sure enough, that's what he said. And I said, huh. Anyway, just skip forward a little bit. We once a year or so, we get crabs from a local crabber down here, and where I go to pick them up, I saw this guy that had, or this house that had poultry netting set out. I said, I saw it a couple times and decided when I was down there, I said, you know what? Poultry netting is not very common around here. I've got to check and see who this guy is. Anyway, I pull up, and he answered the door. I said, hey, I saw you had poultry netting out here and figured you were crazy like us, so I had to see for myself. Anyway, we chatted. Him and his wife came out and met her, and we were talking. And anyway, he said we were talking about YouTube channels and having a YouTube channel and this, that, and the other. And he said, yeah, I was on Justin Rhodes' channel. I went and picked up pigs and made it on there. And as soon as he said that, it clicked, and I knew exactly who he was, and I remember that. So anyway, we chatted about that, and he's kind of into the same thing, although he's kind of getting out of the animals so much. He had sheep and pigs and meat chickens, and now he's got layers. But as he's gotten a little older, and he's realizing that I think he likes fishing more, and that's something him and his wife can both do and enjoy themselves, which he should. He should be doing that. He should be enjoying himself. Anyway, he had this bush hog. I borrowed one of his IBC totes that he had set up to take his pigs to the butcher, which we did just a few months ago. Didn't film any of that just because it was first time. Maybe next time. And those were the pigs, not the coons that we have. That was some that we had at our friend Thomas's house. But anyway, I got talking to him about this and my plans here, and he said, hey, I've got one of those walk behind bush hogs if you want to use it. Here we are. So there, that's what we got. All that's cleared out. I'll have to come in here and do some cutting by hand, but anyway, I'm a little wore out. I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat lunch. And I'm ready for something. I don't know what yet. But anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one. We're going to have some videos coming up here. We've got some projects. We've got some things going on. And we apologize for not getting some videos out. But anyway, just know that we love you. And anyway, we'll see you on the next video. God bless.